Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking who started the negativity, who are the real culprits that started the negativity as it is associated with LAMH, you guys. We got to talk about it because I think some people may have amnesia or some people may not remember, and that's okay, or some people might be new. Before I even became a YouTuber, before I even became a content creator, whose family, whose brother, whose ex-wife, whose first wife was doing live reviews of the show, was dragging the cast on the show? It was really your own family and your own ex-family that started this, right? Everybody, Mel and Tel and the concubine, all that drama, it's its own separate entity, right? But who was doing their own lives, dragging this show, right? And dragging the people on their show and spilling alleged tea about their own family, right? Then we fast forward to when same family has a Funky Dyna Awards. Has a Funky Dyna Awards, which was designed to cause division, to cause chaos, to cause dissension, to cause discord by purposefully singling out certain YouTubers that were pro this side of the cast, anti this side of the cast, who was the most neutral, and da-da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? That wiped out some YouTubers from the LAMH sector altogether because some of them back then were receiving unalive threats. Because all they wanted to do was just review the show, right? And I think some of them weren't even involved in any of the social media shenanigans, which is a whole separate show, right? So that happened, right? Same family, right? Same family. Sometime later is upset about some claims that were made in some videos, right? And was threatening to sue YouTubers, right? Said that they had spoke to Carlos King. And Carlos King gave the advice, try to see if you can resolve it first, and if not, sue them, right? And so he said, if you apologize, or if you take down the videos, we're Gucci, we're good, right? So they took down the videos, but then it was this whole thing, well, I want an actual apology, I want this, I want that, and it became this other thing, right? Next thing you know, we find out about, this lawsuit, right? This lawsuit associated with the show. Also, around this time, there are people who now are coming into the sector who are so anti-MEL or so anti-MEL, had to create a YouTube channel because, oh my gosh, MEL was driving them crazy. There was too much support for MEL. And I'm thinking to myself, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like this is a reality show. Like, how do you have this much hatred and this disregard for somebody you don't know, you never met, and you are taking an edited 42 minutes and going off the deep end? So it was designed to just spew all this hate, spew all this negativity, right? And my thing is, the whole time, everybody's blaming MEL, everybody's blaming MEL supporters, everyone's blaming the Melameters, but it's been everyone else that has been talking to bloggers this entire time. It's everyone else that's been trying to be bloggers this entire time to smear other people. And ultimately what happened was when the smearing of the own family was getting too loud, y'all decided to change course and just change the smear campaign to MEL. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, but I am tired of the lies. I really am. And the other side of it too is there were people who perceived to be pro-MEL supporters, right? There were people who came on, wore the disguise well, that hey, I'm team MEL, I'm team this, I'm team that. And then all of a sudden, even before MEL quit the show, even before MEL left the show, there was a shift in certain ways, in certain approaches people were doing. People were starting to throw slick shade. People were starting to throw a little bit messiness and everything else, and giving weird commentary. And I'm like, I thought this was a MEL supporter. I thought this was a MEL supporter. And for me, like if you support MEL, if you consider yourself a millimeter, whatever else, it goes beyond whether or not you've ever purchased somebody or purchased something from 7th Avenue Beauty, or whether or not you've ever attended, one of her events or whatever, right? It also reflects on how you are doing your content, right? And if you are starting to shift and starting to feel a certain type of way and starting to make slick comments about different things, and whoever MEL, decides to support as far as different YouTubers go, or what chat she's in, and this and that, and people start to get upset or get in their feelings, like what does that have to do with anything? If you like MEL, you like MEL. But it seems as though if people didn't receive the validation and the attention that they wanted from MEL as well, or if MEL supported somebody you don't like, now all of a sudden you've just completely washed away your support for her. And I find that very weird. Because in real life, some of you may have mutual friends, have mutual family members and everything else where everyone doesn't have the same relationship. Or you might have mutuals and friendships where you might be not as close with other people in that friendship, or might be not be friends with some of those other people that you're mutual friends with. And it's not this whole big to-do. You are just valuing and treasuring the relationship and the friendship that you have with said person. But it's very personal, it seems, that if, MEL doesn't act the way you want her to act, you just sever all ties. And then it's to the point too where you're fine being cool with anybody who hates MEL as well, who have made disparaging comments about her, have said that the custody battle was a lie, said that the kids were lying, said to believe Martell, that Martell is wrongfully being accused of all these things. But in the same token, anytime he makes any accusations about the Scotts, all of a sudden Martell is a liar. But he is for sure the truth when it comes to MEL, just because of the simple fact that they're married and have kids. So it's just okay to just slander somebody. And then the kids thing too, which is interesting, right? Because there's only one set of kids on this show that has been disrespected, has been called out, and has been dragged, and that is MEL's kids. Everybody has said nothing but glowing things about the other kids. They've dragged their parents for their parents' behavior, but they have never come for anybody else's kids on the show. And we said time and time again that, what is being done to MEL's kids is just disgusting. And Martell being so petty and being so, jealous of his own children, that they have the star power that he lacks. And he thinks that he's doing some big punishment of them not being allowed to be posted on social media by their mother. And all it's doing is causing them to thrive even more. It is causing them to thrive even more. And it's just sad, right? But they have received so much disrespect, and it needs to be called out. who really started all the negativity, you guys? Because like I said, there seems to be amnesia, there seems to be rewriting of history, and you know, the people who want to just blame everything on Mel refuse to take a step back and look at a situation for what it is. And refuse to look at the other cast members that have cheered on messy bloggers that have said things that were disrespectful about their own family and ex-family, as long as a check was coming through, as long as you said good things about them, all of that was on the table. But none of the less, the true supporters of Mel, who have not had to do anything, have not had to even have any correspondence with her. Heck, some have never even met her or even talked to her on a personal basis, but have shown through and through their loyalty, their morals, their values, that they stand on what is right. They stand on, you know, calling out something if it is wrong. Those are the people who continue to be maligned and attacked. And it's weird. It is very weird, you guys, but I just had to do this video because, like the song says, y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot who started all this negativity in the first place. And it started back from the first season, you guys. And it started from other people not named Mel. Now, fine, you're shocked that Mel told her truth and everything else, but your own family was exposing your own secrets, and you turned a blind eye to that and wanted to make everything Mel's fault. And even till this day, still want to make things Mel's fault, even though she has quit the show, she has washed her hands of her show, she has released all of the things pertaining to the show, but y'all keep wanting to pull her in. Whether it is interviews, whether it is content, whether it is all of this mess that y'all are doing. And Mel, I just don't understand why y'all keep messing with her and messing with anybody that supports her. Just leave people alone. So there's that. That's all I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.